Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, September 27th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice here already in overnight and pre-market selling here, selling pressure already taking out previous two-day highs and turning back down. We've seen a little bit of weakness here overall since about 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning Central Time, as this has continued to rotate back down. One thing that we talked about Friday's market here, especially in the afternoon session in our trading room, is this large rejection tail that has developed over the course of the last week. You had a big down day on Monday, followed by a reversal the rest of the week. That led to major rejection tails in the weekly time frames, which means any early pullback this month, or this week rather, could be an opportunity to defend for a continuation higher on a swing basis. So given this big reversal here, any pullback early this week could offer an opportunity to buy it and push it higher toward recent highs. This could be a 1 to 3 week, 1 to 5 week type of move, maybe more than that as price continues higher. In this scenario, price needs to hold above the previous week's midpoint. So the midpoint of the previous week's range needs to remain intact. That's 43.74.5 for the ES. It's 15.077s for the NQ. We could pull back into that weekly pivot range and still be an opportunity to buy sometime later this week for a continuation higher week over week. So basically, if you look at the weekly time frame, we've developed something like this. The early pullback this week could lead to 3, 4, 5 weeks of strength up ahead. Alright, let's take a look here at the NQ now. Similar price action here. Failed new high developing. It's a bearish outside day at one point already. It just bounced a moment ago off those lows. But again, this is very similar here. In the weekly time frame, we do have, again, a V-bottom reversal last week. The early pullback this week, we've already reached the middle of the pivot range. If we get a little bit deeper here, 15.077s, that will be the midpoint of last week's range. That, again, early pullback this week could provide a buying opportunity for a continuation higher, back toward recent highs at 15.700. If there's any failure to hold 15.135, that FOMC key level below, that could be significant as it could lead to weakness. So that would be on a daily closing basis. To close below that zone might take it offered and open up some downside. So right now, looking for any early pullback this week to see if we can find a strong low and build off of that low for a continuation higher later in the week and perhaps over the next several weeks. Looking at crude oil now. Crude oil up today about 1.8%, new highs 75.30s right now. It's trading. That's pretty significant here. It got as high as 75.62. You'll notice back here recent highs, key range high right there. It was just tested a moment ago, 75.52. That's where we hit. And this whole move started upon a failure to hold the key range low. So major drop, major continuation on this day. If you recall, it was a huge 4-point range day, one of the biggest days there in a while. When you have that type of 4-point day, we mentioned it tends to be a continuation pattern. We were looking for a continuation to 70.27, the midpoint of that key range. And we mentioned if we can hold on a pullback here, especially if we can just hold 67s or hold on this pullback, it could provide a continuation higher toward the top end of the range. And there it is, hitting the top end of the key range here. This pullback holding 70 and marching higher over the last week of trading. Pretty significant here how this has played out. We're now in an area of the chart, though, where the market does not tend to stay long. 76s, you just have not seen price action above that level in years. And when you have here recently, it was rejected and became the top for several months. So to come back into this zone may provide another pullback opportunity within the range. Keep an eye on 76s up ahead. Taking a look now at gold futures. Gold right now trading modestly higher. This one has had a downtrending price action over the last month of trading. Lower highs, lower lows. Has failed to hold support. Still holding below 1760. Failed to get through 1840s and just kind of working its way downward. the next major support level down is down here where these major pivots are. That's about 1675s. 1675 could be the next major target down if price can't get back above 1765 pretty quickly. So right now, keep an eye on gold as it perhaps works its way downward within this bottom part of the range here, as it is not finding an ability to bounce at this moment. So failure to hold, that 1735 zone will open up 1675 down below over the course of several days. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the new week of trading. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.